Hello and welcome to LiteTech Consult YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to show you how to start and become expert in CorelDraw design. This video will introduce to you the concept of CorelDraw, the purpose of CorelDraw, what you can be able to achieve, and what you can be able to design with CorelDraw. And it will introduce to you all the tools available in CorelDraw, the usage of each and every tool, and in the design with CorelDraw. Kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel and press notification button so that whenever we uploaded a new video, you'll be notified simply, and you can be able to watch and learn from us. If you want to ask any question, kindly drop it at the comment section. Thank you.
All right. This one is about visual communication. How did you design information and try to communicate with the viewers? This is all about graphic design. You design a poster, a political poster, you are trying to carry out some visual campaign. If you design an advert in a magazine, you are trying to, send an information. So this one is all about visual communication and advertisement, making brochures, books is under this category. So we have so many kinds of graphics. You have the two main kinds is what we call vector graphic design and image vector graphic design. Sorry, my mind is a bit somewhere else, so confusing. So the vector, we are going to use CorelDraw as an editor. That's what I meant to is editors. We have two editors. We have vector editor and image editor. So tonight we are going to dwell on this CorelDraw graphics suite as an editor for vector graphic design. Tomorrow will be the Photoshop. This lesson is a bit different from the one we did yesterday. Yesterday you have to learn software engineering, data object-oriented design, But this one is just about creativity. All you need to learn is the tools. If I want a box, what do I need? If I need an ellipse, what do I need? If I want to create a star, what do I need? So you only need to know the tools. Then you can compose them and produce an element. So I'm going to introduce you to the software environment. That is the workspace. I'm using this CorelDraw. This is version 4. X4, I mean 14. Yeah, am I right? This is version 14. Actually, regardless of any version, I'm going to show you the basic concept of the software. So it can be CorelDraw 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I think last 2 weeks they released the 16th version of the same software. So just concentrate on the tools I'm going to show you now. So as I told you, from yesterday, every software must have this title bar. Title is showing you the name of the software you're working with. Every software must have this one. 1, 2, you need to have a menu bar. So this menu will allow you to carry out different commands within the software. It's be it editing, modification, exporting, importing, conversion, whatever you want to do, you can use these menus. Though I have a very weak point. I told you that most of the time I prefer using shortcut keys. So if I'm stuck, I will still tell you the shortcut of how to do things. Then you have a standard bar. This one, standard, is just like a shortcut to have access to the menu contents. It's either file, edit, window, arrange, effects. They have shortcut key to access only this standard bar. Then you have a property bar. Property bar, whatever you click. Yesterday, I click on control, right? Then you can go to the properties and change some attributes. So same thing with this software. If you design an object, you wanted to manipulate it, so its property will appear here. So all the tools you see, this is the toolbox. There are so many. So I'm going to show you just some of them, how to use. This is your workspace. So are you all seeing at the back? All right. So this is my paper. Depending on the design, what are you going to design? Is it an A4 or A3 or A2? A4, right? Why A4? How about if I need a poster? I want to design a poster. What size do I need? A2, no. Actually, there is no strict information about this sizing. Depending on what you want to present. If it is magazine, it's A3 folded into 2, it will give you A4. So initially it's A3, but when you fold it, it will give you A4. So you have to be considering all these things before you start. So this is when you choose the size of the paper you're going to use. Actually, this is a letter. This is a Canadian software. It's designed in Canada. So they are using the Canadian default applications. Actually, letter is what they use as an A4. It's not like our own. If you take Time magazine, you know Time magazine? Look, if you check the size, it's not as tall as A4, but it's a bit fatter than A4. So that is letter size. But here in Africa and some rest of the Europe, you are using A4 as a normal official document size. Do you get it? So, these are tools. The first one is called a pick tool. Can you read it? Yeah, you can see pick tool. That means it's the main tool. Whichever you use, if you want to move an object, you want to control, you want to select, you have to come and take it first. Then you highlight. The second one is called a shape tool. Let me start using a shape. For example, this one is a box. So if I click on this one, can you see I have 4 dots here? So you can take, you can drag, and just choose. Did you see? From a simple box now, I make it to a corner box. Do you get it? So that is the one function of that tool. Another function is I can convert this one. Don't worry, later I will show you. Take the same tool. For example, I click this one. So can you see now? I change the image. So that is the work of this shape tool. Do you understand? And you understand some tools, they have little arrow, by the top, by bottom left, bottom right. Can you see it now? That means it has other tools inside. So you click and you select. Actually, this one, do you need? Okay. It's around. You have to increase the size. Okay. It's not showing, sorry. Actually, this effect is very tiny. Just sorry, just forget. Just look at this one is the most important. Later, maybe I will show you the other one. Then this one is cropping. You know crop? You cut out something. In Microsoft, you have the same feature. But this one, I just crop. I highlighted. Only the white area will remain if I press enter. Did you see it? The section I collected, it's remaining. One. So let me just draw. Then this one is a zoom tool. Zooming in and out. Let me take. You can click and drag to show a particular position, or you can just simply click. It's the same thing. Or you right click, zoom out. Clicking, normal click will zoom in, and right click will zoom out. Then this one is a freehand tool. Freehand. Any confusion? All right. So this one is simple. Then you have easier. This one you have to be clicking. You know the difference? This one you are clicking, you are creating a node. You know this point, you call them a node. Because after you finish, you can modify it using this shape too. For example, this one you can say, okay, this one goes down, this one goes up. So you are just creating a joint. So wherever you want to modify, you move, expand, it's the same thing. Okay, where are we? So you have artistic media. This one is about creating things. What is this? Spook. Just like a ghost. You know a ghost? Spirit. Spook. Yeah. Look at it. You can even select others like bubbles. Do you understand? This one, shrubs. Okay. Don't worry, I will design something and put this one so that you will see how you can use them. Yeah. So this is what you call artistic media. Actually, it's a preset information. They design everything and keep it there. So you just click and select what you want to use, and then you start using. Then you have pen, polygon. This one, don't worry about them later. Smart fill. This one also, you don't need it. Then this one, a rectangle I've been using, right? Then you scroll the paper. So this is just rectangle. So it can be square. You know. So depending on how you use your hand to draw the thing, so it works. This one is ellipse. Ellipse means cycle. So it can be an oval. Do you understand this one? Then you have a polygon. How many sides? Then what do you call it? Pentagon. So if you want to make it nonagon or whatever, you just add it here. Can you see now it's become 6-sided? So you can add 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You can have so many. This one later I will show you how to make it a star. For example, usually a star has, can you see? So you can see this shape tool is also important for so many things. So you can have a star on its own also. So this one, don't worry about the rest. So we have custom shape. So can you see every tool I pick here, this property bar changes. Are you understanding? I took the zoom, so it gives me the possible things I can do with the zoom tool. If you take crop, there is nothing I can do. Artistic media, it gives me options. Shape, you know, I can make it, this is the corner. Ellipse, I can make it something else. Star. So whatever tool you pick, it will change here. Yeah. 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 Can you see? Just from here. No smoking. Yeah. Are you understanding the tools? Just understand the tools. So this one is a text. Actually, in graphic design, we have two kinds of texts. There is artistic text. This one is like artistics. You just design, you can modify it, you can give it a drop shadow, you can do whatever. Then you have a paragraph text, the one that you can treat as a Microsoft text. You can put columns, you can put drop caps. I will show you later. So this one is a graph. Yeah? Artistic. paragraph text. So this one is interactive blend tools. Hello, listen. This one is very important. Most of the effects comes from this tool. Look, I have one shape here, and I have another one here, right? So I give this one a green color, this one a yellow color. So I can blend these two objects using this, the first one called interactive blend tool. So I click this one, I drag here. So can you see now? It started with something and it ends with something, and the color, they married. So this is what you call blend tool. Yeah? Okay. I have a shape. It's a star, right? So I draw another shape. It can be anything. So now I want to blend. You know, blending something that is just intertwining with something. That's what you call blend. So I want to blend these two objects. So there is a tool called a blender. So you can either drag this one onto this, but it doesn't make sense. You need to apply color to see the effect. This one is just like a wire. So you click any one of them, give it a color. This one, another color. So you use the blend tool. Okay, you just drag. Do you understand? Simple. All right. So interactive, then we have contour. Contour, let me put interactive contour. So you can have presets here. Can you see it? So it's just like you are creating contour. If you're doing geography, there is one physical geography, you know, the map reading. There is what they call contour. So it's a line upon lines. That is what is contour pattern. Then you have distort. This one distorts the thing. Can you see now? From box, you distort the image, it looks something different. Then you have the drop shadow. Drop shadow, you just drag. Can you see a shadow appear at the bottom? So you can drag it. Can you see? So you can take it wherever you want. Is it alright? So then the next one is envelope. So for example, this sheet. The next one is envelope. Can you see there are 3 dots, 6 or 9, about 9 dots. So I want to increase this one. Did you see what I did? Undo. You touch whatever you want, go to the interactive envelope, and then you can drag them. Can you see? So you are just having a node to manipulate the objects. Are you understanding? Are you following? Good. Then, hello? Hello, hello? DSIIT. I'll just give it a color. Hello? It's not working anymore. Show. Where's show? Hello? 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 It's, yeah. Maybe I need to raise my voice. Hmm? What? The version? Which one? The version, anyone. Yeah, it can be 8, any version can work. Hello? Yeah?
Battery.
No, it's not showing.
Maybe the battery is
Okay.
getting weak. I didn't know battery.
Yeah, I don't think. Okay, if the battery is getting weak. Okay. So let's try.
What of the other one?
Yeah, it's not working anymore. They went to charge it, but it's not coming. Hi. So the battery is down. Let me start shouting. If I disturb your brain, then just. So this one, just listen. I will raise my voice. The next interactive tool is Extrude. Extrude is about extending the thing. Okay. No, that battery I think is using double, right? Not that one. Yeah, it's the big one. So you see, 90. Yeah, when you. Good, thank you. Yeah. So, did you see how I did this one? This one, okay, I will do it. I'm trying to create a 3D effect. You know 3D, 3 dimensions. What is 3D? Yeah, 3, yeah, what does it mean? If they say this is a 3D animation movie, what does it mean? Huh? Yeah? Yeah, it has 3 dimensions. No? No. When you hear 3D, no, the battery is going down. No, wait, listen. When you hear a 3D, it's an object that you can see 3 sides at a time. That's what you call 3 dimensions. If the object is standing, you can see 3 portions. Please listen, friends. Listen. So this one is just flat. So it's just single dimension. You can only see the front. Now I want to create the text. I want to see the front, the top, and the side. So I want to make it 3-dimensional text. That's why I want to use this interactive extruder. Can you see it? So you just click and drag. So if I drag it like this, how many sides can you see? 3. Yeah. Can you see this one is the front side, this is the top, and you can see the side view. That means you are seeing 3 different directions. So that's what you call 3D. So it has elements also. You can use bevel. Can you see it's even looking nicer, right? Yeah? Yeah, it's more readable. Yeah, you can apply so many things. Are you understanding the tool? Alright. Actually, don't worry. It's still, I have what you call tutorial. You can read through and you can see how to do all these things. And so did you see this one? So now I want to move on to transparency. Pictures. Yeah. So transparency. This one. Hello, listen. Now, listen. What I want to do now, I want to the JSIT behind? Why did I even bring it here? So now, can you see now this boy protected the JSIT, right? So now I want to see the boy, and at the same time I want to see the JSIT. I want to make the boy to be transparent so that whatever behind the boy I can be able to see. I just want to make it like a glass. So whatever is behind I can be able to see through. So you click the object, then you go to the same tool, interactive. There are so many. So interactive transparency tool. I click on it. So from here, I want to see a uniform. I click on uniform. Uniform, that means all the areas. You know, I click on it. Can you see now? The boy is on top, but I can still see the thing behind the boy. That's what you call transparency. So if you have an object and you want to display something behind, you can do this way. Do you got it? Good. And you can increase the transparency here, the level. If it is too light, can you see? So this is the transparency. Understand? Yes. Good. Then you have, okay, this one, forget about it. Then you have outline. For example, click this one. Can you see this is an object? I draw an oval, it's white. And the paper I'm using is also white. Are you seeing anything here? No. Nothing. So sometimes if you are designing anything, depending on the color composition, the object is visible. So this one is white object and the paper is white. That means if they are together, you cannot see the object. So if you want to make it visible, then you give it an outline. If it is human, you need to give the outline, just like a tracing line. So this one is giving an outline, this pane. Can you see this line? So you click, you can give it 1 or 8, depending on how you want it to appear, or 24. So you can see now it's showing the border. Do you get it? Any question about this? Then the next tool is fill. If I draw this one, I just give it, there is no color. Okay, you at the back, can you see this block? Are you seeing this one? At the bottom, so there are two, it's a status bar. You have a fill, they say no, that means there is no color. Outline is black. But I want to give it a color. This is our color palette. Can you see now, whatever you click, it applies to the selected object. If it is a vector, you can apply. But you see the other boy, that boy. Uh-oh. This one, This one, if you apply any color, it won't work. Why? Because it's an image. An image, you need an image editor like Photoshop, Corel Photo Paint, and Photosmart. They can do it for you. But vector is only for the lines. If it is line, it will give it a color. Else, you cannot do anything. So, applying a color to this one, you can just click. Can you see? This is called an RGB color. If you are doing graphic design, you have two options. You either finish your design and print, or you finish your design and put onto a web. So if you are putting the design on web, you are using three colors, RGB, red, green, and blue. But if you are printing, it has to be converted into CMYK. Have you heard of it? Cyan, magenta, yellow, and black. Have you heard of it? No. Let me show you. Look there. Can you see we have default CMYK and RGB. RGB, because we're using screen is using about some millions of colors. But if you are printing, you have to process the color before you can print on any hard copy media. So the color has to be separated in 4 different colors. Cyan is the thing. Let me show you cyan. Okay. This is what you call cyan. Can you see the name? Can you see here? Then you have magenta. Can you see? Then you have yellow and you have black. So anything you see is under these 4 colors. So do you have any chemistry students? There is color chemistry. They used to combine colors and bring out another color. So this Photoshop, this software also does the same. There is a lot of calculation for you. This uniform fill, can you see them? Can you see 2 CMYK and RGB? Do you understand? So if this box is now, there is 2 elements. This one is CMYK, this is RGB. So you can design information. For example, Times Magazine, they used to design and print out. And after they publish, then they upload another version onto the web. So they have 2 different colors, CMYK and RGB. RGB for the web interface and the CMYK for the hard copy prints. So this element, these 2 colors combined together and brought up this the navy blue. You have a C. What is C? Cyan, then magenta. So 100% of cyan and 100% of magenta give you a navy blue, which is called deep blue. So if you want to have a deep blue, then this is the color. How about if I just move somewhere like this? Can you see it's a bit lighter now? So the changes, you know, the values decreases to 84 and this one to something else. Do you get it? So these are all solid colors. So you need to know how to write, how to design, because design is about showing colors, combining blue and black. Is it visible? No. You cannot read black on blue or blue on black because they are closer to each other. You understand? So you have to use a dark background with a bright text or object. So sometimes you will like to have 2 different colors. At the bottom I want green and at the top I want black. So you can go to the next, we call it fountain fill. Fountain fill. Can you see these 2 colors? The first one is yellow, so let me make it green. And the other one, just blue like this, and click OK. Is it correct? No. I said I want the green at the bottom and the other one at the top. So now your geometry comes in. Geometry 90 degree, 80, 180, whatever. So you have to go back to the thing. This is the angle of elevation. If you put 45, it will just tilt a bit. But now I want direct change. So it has to be somewhere around 90 degree. Did you see the preview now? The green is at the bottom and the blue at the top. So you press enter, it changes. Do you understand this? Any question? Okay. So this is about color. Then this mesh. Can you see? You know mesh? What is mesh? Yeah, you are correct. Mesh is anything that has a dedicated link to every neighbor object. That's what you call a mesh. That one mesh topology is just like something light. Anything that has connection to every neighbor object is called a mesh. So click on this one. Can you see this mesh? This tiny things. So every dot you can apply separate color to each one. So you can have so many rainbow palettes. Like this one, I say I want navy blue. The second one I need cyan. This one green. This one yellow. Can you see? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 different colors in just one line. Do you understand the 2? So you can select. Look. I just designed an ellipse. I mean rectangle, right? So I want to have so many colors inside, maybe rainbow color. So I come and pick the mesh fill tool. Do you get it? There are little nodes. All these ones are called nodes. So you can apply color to each of them. If you select it, you can give it a color. So I click on this one. You know it's now selected. I can move it wherever I want. So I want to give it a color. So I give it yellow. Did you see? Another one here, like this. I can give it red. You see, whichever one I click, I can apply any color I want. Did you understand? So it's even more complex than the one I showed you. You know, the one I showed you has 2 colors, right? You can add some more, but the easiest way to add so many colors to a single object is to use this mesh tool. Do you understand? So can you see now you have something nice, huh? Yeah? Yeah? Tool, mesh, interactive mesh tool. Yeah, thank you. Do you understand it? So now I roughly went through the tools. Then this object. What is this? What happened? Yeah? Yeah, I rotated, right? Huh? Let me ask you one question. Very tricky. How many clicks do you have in computer? Any computer? 3. Huh? It's 2. Which one and which one? Yeah, it's 3. Okay. So which one and which one and which? Wait, listen. Which one and which one? Okay. It's 2. Okay, don't be confused. Look. Hello? It's not coming. Hello? You know,
Thank you for watching. In the next video, you'll be able to learn more and more. Watch out for our next video. Thank you.